Not yet. You gotta give it a second.
Anyway, hi guys, what's up?
Greetings!
How you doing?
Stay a while and listen.
I have an announcement in like 30 seconds.
I have to wait until the cussing filter can be bypassed. We've got Barbara, Penn, and Cirque already in chat. Hello everyone. Cirque's AC unit died today. That sucks. I mean, granted, it's not. I mean, it's gotten better here. Rowan, come here. Like, that was a metal cap, Father. Kitty boy.
That is kitty abuse.
Sure. Oh no! Why do I have sound on my phone? Why?
And I remember to turn my mic on.
And so I'm gonna start this, and then you can chime in with the cussing here in a minute. So Jess is in a book as a published co-author or researcher, contributor, for an actual academic book in academia, and not My Hero Academia. Not that Hogwarts bullshit.
No, it's
like
humanity.
Real academia.
Yeah, y'all, I'm so happy.
So everyone give Jess a round of applause.
That is my legacy. Still, I looked it up because I still hadn't heard anything from the publisher, and so I typed in Dr. Shannon, the name of the book.
Hey!
It was on pre-order.
So we'll definitely be posting about that in the Discord.
You can't hear me at all.
Can you hear Jess?
Oh.
Okay. I think when I clipped it onto my pocket, I accidentally muted it. I need to... I'm bad at microphones.
So
But I am
just,
good at getting published.
Everyone just missed Jess gushing about themselves for the only time Jess will ever gush about themselves.
I told AJ earlier today, I was like, I'm proud of myself, and that never happens.
Axis, get out of the window, son. That's not for you. Get down. It's not for you. You don't need to be in the window. I keep telling you.
But yeah, I will put a link to it. I mean, it's a textbook and it's expensive.
Yeah,
but just so that you can see it.
I don't think anyone's going to be able to buy it because we're all, of our generation and therefore broke. But, being able to see that it's there is, the important.
I'm so happy, guys. So happy. Thanks, Penn. Thanks, Barb. Yeah, it's very exciting. I got to see my name on a content.
I never knew I needed something so much and not know it until I had it. What is that? There's a... It's a line from Dragon Ball Z at the Bridge. Is that, Vegeta says that someone calls him King Vegeta for the first time. He's like, never in my life did I know I needed something so much and not know it until I had it. Because everyone's like, Prince Vegeta, because, he never got, a coronation, mostly because his planet got bloated up.
You know, it's. I understand like ceremonial things getting worked
You know,
circumstances.
by mass genocide.
Yeah, I know less about that specifically.
So I'm playing Sonic Mania because I don't think I've done Encore mode, which is a weird addition that they made to the game where you don't have lives. You rescue Sonic's furry companions. And I also saw a video earlier today. I saw a video earlier today. It was a cosplayer. This woman is gorgeous. And she did a cosplay of Shadow the Hedgehog. And the start of the video is, I bet by the end of this video I can make you a furry. And I'm not gonna lie, she was so hot, I would even let her do unspeakable things to me dressed as Shadow the emo hedgehog.
I saw a short earlier today, speaking of cosplay, at New York Comic Con, asking all these cosplayers like what they do for a living.
Yes.
And the wide range of shit was awesome.
I was actually talking to a coworker about that. I've been helping her with a computer issue, and she's like, I have to ask, are you into anime? Like, you could say that. Why do you ask? And she's like, well, I saw your wallpaper, and I have on my wallpaper at work, for my work laptop, the Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions, like ensemble shot of like like some of the main characters and like various classes, and it's done on like parchment. Like it's artistic, but it's definitely a game/anime looking thing. And then she proceeds to tell me about how her twin sons have gotten into cosplaying, and they went to Animazement and NC Comic Con as Deku and Bakugo. And she's just like, I don't know anything about it, and I really feel like I should. I feel like I should start learning a little bit more about it. But, I thought it was going to be like, oh, hey, this is just a little side project they're going to work on. No, they're working on this like out in the garage for hours, and they're like looking up tutorials, and they're learning like high-end like crafts, and I'm like, yeah, it's like, but the one thing that they really like about it is the community seems so welcoming, and so like everyone's really excited to hear about how they did the costume and like what choices they made and why they made this choice, or like my kids will learn something from someone else and be like, oh, I'm going to use that for my next costume. And I'm like, yeah, the cosplay community is very open. They're very very welcoming, very nice people that I've met throughout the. And she's like, yeah, I didn't expect it. I'm like, welcome to nerd culture.
I would. If I were not a whore, because putting that shit together is expensive, I would cosplay like for everything I could.
There's several cosplays I would like to do. So there's one cosplayer, I don't think she actually does cosplay anymore, but I think she does amateur wrestling now, of all things. But she did a gender-bent version of Garrison from Battle Chasers, which is one of my favorite comic books and favorite forms of media. And I am just like, that is an amazing costume, and I would love to do that if I ever got the chance to. And Amber keeps trying to convince me that I need to cosplay for the next convention. I'm finally gonna give in and cosplay as Trevor Belmont. Mostly because I can pull off Scruffy and Jaded very easily.
Yeah, I would love to cosplay as a Belmont, actually.
Which Belmont?
Probably Trevor.
I mean, Trevor's the sassiest. Like, really.
Probably.
Richter's the... Well, depending on which version of Richter, because you've got, like, young Richter, who's, like, cocksure and headstrong and kind of a dope. And then you've got adult Richter, who's all of those things, but a little bit, you know, more composed, but also, I feel like I'm the sexiest Belmont. I had a shield for all of like 2 seconds, and Jesus, Tails! So the fun thing about this mode is I don't have any lives. I've got like a little Tails icon, a Knuckles icon down there, and I've got the other icons for all of the other friends, which are, I don't remember the squirrel's name, holy shit. He's a flying squirrel that appeared like once, and the guy who made this game was like, hey, you know what'd be cool? If I brought him back. And then, Mighty the Armadillo, I actually remember because he actually had a game. He was in a game. He was in probably the worst Sonic game, but he was in a game. Oh hey, I found a ring! I don't really care about the rings, but, you know.
Yeah, the coverall thing is an issue for me too. And at this point, I think I'm just gonna have to buy a size or two up and tailor it for myself because I know how to do that stuff.
I feel I missed something.
Penn said one of these days I'm going to a con as real Ghostbusters version of Peter Venkman, but finding a damn coverall is a problem.
Yeah. Most of the Ghostbusters outfits I've seen, like we just had to kind of do it custom because finding like a workable jumpsuit that is in the correct color for one.
Yeah.
Like
I found one the correct color for what I wanted, but the sizing is an issue because I am an irregularly sized person.
Oh, I just fell to my death. Fantastic. I think Forces is probably... You know, I've never actually played Sonic Forces. I didn't play that game after this came out because, like, this game was just obviously far superior. Why should I spend the time or effort to play the expensive, like, game that no one really wanted to play? And that's what gets me, is like, this game will not ever get a sequel. And that's just disappointing.
Okay.
He just has to touch me to... Or my companion can just kill him mercilessly without a thought. Thank you, flying squirrel. Whose name I don't remember. Yeah, if you do find like a Ghostbusters jumpsuit that is, you know, workable, because that's the thing with like the coverall work suit like that is like it's not designed to look good. It's designed to cover all of your clothes so that you don't get crap on them. Like in real life, like in the Ghostbusters universe, it's the Slimer doesn't goo on you. Yes. Wiggle your butt, Sonic. That's what the people have come to see.
Hit him with the razzle dazzle.
Alright, so I have started watching Kite Man.
Uh-huh.
It might as well be called Bane is the sidekick.
Okay.
Like, he gets so much more screen time in this.
Awesome.
And, okay, so it focuses on a character that I didn't really know in the comics. I knew of her. Her name's Golden Glider. She is the sister of Captain Cold, who is a career criminal and one of the Flash's rogues. And in the show, she's got powers. I don't remember her having powers, but I also didn't really know her in the comics, so I can't say. But she's Kite Man's new girlfriend, and in one episode, they are dealing with her traumatic past, where her powers ended up killing her parents when she was a child.
Oh.
Oh, I just crushed myself.
Doggy paddle like your life depends on it, 'cause it does.
Alright, I think getting hit by a falling beam attack there was kind of a dick move. Game.
Yeah.
But so, like, Bane ends up accidentally going back in time and meeting Golden Glider's mother and falling in love, and he falls in love with her. He's like, I don't remember her name, but he's like, I must find a way to woo my beautiful Sharon. Like, I don't remember. She doesn't know I exist. How can I make her learn of my love?
Oh, Bane. Bless.
There's Kite Man tries buying the bars that the supervillains hang out, or the supervillain lackeys rather hang out, and a basically TGI Fridays type bullshit opens across the street that's villain themed and tries to drive him out of business. Bane ends up accidentally getting a job there. Because they don't have a Bane-themed villain for, like, and so it's called Villigans. And he's like, who? Because he looks like, are you supposed to be the Riddler? That's a very good costume. And he's like, where's the Bane? Like, we don't have one. It's like, that's unfortunate. That makes me feel undesirable. And it's like, well, you have a very good costume yourself. Would you like to apply? It's like, what are the benefits? Well, we have a 401k. Say no more. And then he starts, like, taking people's orders. He's just, like, Bane walking around like a little notepad. What can I get you this evening?
Oh, God. I love that version of Bane so much. It brings me so much joy. It'll bring you joy.
I'm on a Sonic server on Discord. Any particular time, there's a 40% chance the conversation will turn to enumerating what's wrong with forces. Ray the Flying Squirrel. Thank you, Barbara. Sonic Unleashed on PS3 was promising except the mandatory tornado sections. Yes. Kite Man, the Batman Rogue. Yes. Permadeath until you uncover that character again. Yes. If I have to find another TV box that has an additional character in it, but you open up all the characters and then you can switch between the two that have the face. So like I can switch between Sonic and Tails until I find a TV that has a question mark that lets me, or one of those. This one will let me switch to someone who's not Sonic or Tails. So now I'm Knuckles or Sonic. And Mighty the Armadillo is dead until I find a TV.
Oh God, I'm trying to remember where I was. Oh, it was as I was leaving Missouri. I saw Roadkill Armadillo. But it had been a long time since I'd seen an armadillo, and I was like, maybe when I come back, I'm going to see one alive.
How does it feel to be... Oh, well, I was going to say, how does it feel to be stuck over there, Knuckles? He got out. Knuckles got loose.
One of the many places we live in. We were at the very back of the complex, and it was just kind of like field and then trees, like that was it behind us. And we had an armadillo that camped out pretty close by, and Bear saw him at one point and decided he needed to investigate. I'm glad we had him on a leash. No leprosy for you.
Right? Like, it's a little terrifying that armadillos carry leprosy. Gooey side panel. I can't see Knuckles without thinking of Idris Elba now.
I'm glad it's not just me.
Oh yeah, another ring. I'm not gonna go for the ring, but there's a ring. I'm actually kind of surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, Sega hates money. Just, it's unavoidable fact. Sega hates money. They're not going to do a sequel to this game, which is disappointing. But like, they could do a fantastic sequel. And they could include, some of the other guys. Like, you could include Shadow. You could include Rouge the Sexy Bat. Because that's a thing that we need. A sexy bat.
Hey, it is Halloween costume time.
There's also Cream the Rabbit, which just sounds...
Oh, that's...
Right?
Like a shout out to Playboy or something.
Right?
Man. Yeah, speaking of Halloween costumes, I still want to do my biblically accurate angel. But I have to buy a lot of feathers.
You need to buy a lot of feathers and a lot of googly eyes.
I need more googly eyes, but I do have a significant number. But while I was doing my online grocery order, I poked around at what they had posted on the Halloween section because and I was just close to getting a tutu, and it sold out right as I could see it. So I've got it on like notify me because I need that tutu. I have to show it to you. It's gorgeous. But yeah, Halloween costumes. They look good at their angel. Oh, I do have an idea for the mom fan that I would like to do. And my pickup order was delayed, so I went to Dollar Tree and spent $8 and some change on Halloween decorations. I mean, just decorations.
Shantae and the Seven Sirens is on sale. Oh, fantastic. What do I think of the Sonic, the third movie trailer? I fucking loved it. Everything about it's just like, this is over the top. I did not have high hopes for the first movie. Especially after the creepy, realistic Sonic that they did. Which shows up in the Chip and Dale movie. Which is hilarious. However, you know, it's, I mean, it was Andy Samberg and John Mulaney as Chip and Dale, which, not the best cast. Like, that's not Chip and Dale.
I could think of better casting for that.
Like, Chip was, and Chip's the one who dressed as Indiana Jones. He had the leather jacket with the hat. I was a Chip fan, unsurprisingly, as a kid. And so, him as John Mulaney just didn't quite fit.
Yeah.
Like, John Mulaney is a little too nervous, a little too, I don't think we should do, like, that's not Chip. Chip was he was courageous, but he was like, he didn't rush into things. Dale was the reckless rushing into things.
Which is interesting, because that's more akin to Indiana Jones.
Yes. But just, the realistic Sonic shows up in that movie. But, like, I had very low hopes. Like, I didn't see it in theaters, because, I mean, I think it came out in the middle of the like, it came out in that time frame where I'm like, no. So I waited for it to come out on one of the streaming services, and as soon as it was out, I'm like, okay, I'm not spending anything on this if this is terrible. But, like, I was reassured a little bit with Ben Schwartz as the voice of Sonic, because he had just done several episodes of Game Grumps, and he held his own in that situation. Like, he's making good jokes, he's keeping up with I'm like, as much as I don't like some of Aaron's play style in games, like, I get that he is a comedian first and foremost.
Yeah.
Like, he does have some really good comedic timing. He's witty, he can come up with some great jokes, even if, like, I find some of the video game side of things a little obnoxious. But, you know, that's not what the entirety of Game Grumps is.
Yeah.
But Ben was on point on those episodes. He was doing fantastic. So I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And the first movie actually was really entertaining. And the thing about it was, I looked at it and was like, okay, so they've got Jim Carrey to play a skinny Dr. Robotnik.
I mean, better than casting
True. And I get that his Dr. Robotnik's proportions are unobtainable. He has a body that is not possible by the human physical skeleton. Like, it's just...
Yeah, I think maybe the closest would have been Jackie Gleason, which I don't think he's doing
You know, he should. I think he should get back out there. I think he should, you know, get back, you know, try his career again. But so, like, Jim Carrey fucking sold that movie as Dr. Robotnik. And then the second movie, I'm like, okay, this is just going to be kind of a rehash of the first, with, you know, they're going to do the Sonic Knuckles rivalry. And they're like, oh, they got Idris Elba to voice Knuckles? Why is he doing this? And I watched it, and I was still pleasantly surprised at the quality in which it, like, how they handled the character personalities, how you watch Jim Carrey's slow descent into madness as... I swear, Jim Carrey is a little too method actor for his own good. And playing a character who is as unhinged as Dr. Robotnik, a man who literally can't stop a rodent. It's like, what's the Bill Murray movie with the golf, with the gopher?
Oh, Caddyshack.
Caddyshack. It's Caddyshack, but with a genius-level intellect megalomaniac who can't beat the hedgehog. And just watching, like, Jim Carrey's actual slow descent into madness is just incredible. And so, I was surprised. I was impressed. And I'm looking at this trailer for the next one, and knowing that they've got Keanu Reeves voicing Emo the Hedgehog is just... I don't know what else to say other than bravo.
Yes, please.
You win the internet. Congratulations. Game over. Everyone else can go home.
Oh, man. Oh, I finished Owl House last night. You should watch it. If for no other reason than it has an ending that doesn't fucking suck. It was so good.
What I wouldn't give for an ending for something that doesn't suck. I told Amber I'm so mad at My Hero Academia, and she's like, are you not going to watch it with me? I'm like, I don't think I can. I really don't think I can. She's like, that is unacceptable. I'm like, do you want me to spoil it for you? I can tell you how it ends, and then you're going to be like, well, that makes sense.
Let's find some other way to spend our time.
There's gotta be another show that's just as good. I've been looking for a good anime too. And like the sad thing is, like, all the anime that I've found recently are like, you get one season, congratulations. Oh, when will the second season come out? I don't know. The first season of this came out in 2018 and it never officially got canceled, so you might get one.
Yeah. I am already itching for more Has-Been Hotel. I'm pretty sure it's been green-lighted for a second season, so
The rampant success of Has-Been Hotel. We're back!
Shame
Once. Jack Skellington, that bony
boy.
If there is a man that I would just kill to meet, it's Brennan Lee Mulligan. I would love to meet that man just once.
I have a very intense crush on that man.
I have an intense crush on most of the Dropout cast.
Yeah,
Like-
I was about to be like, well, wait a minute, because also Zach and Iffy and Izzy and Allie.
I started watching, there's a show that Reika's doing called the Smarty Pants Society. And
I
oh
saw
my,
a clip and I was like, okay, I need to watch
it is so fucking brilliant.
it. Yeah, the clip I saw was about theater kids. And I was like,
Should we forgive theater kids?
yes. That was half of my friend group in high school.
Same.
The other half were band kids.
Same.
The other half were choir kids. Oh, that is the other thing. I have a not audition tomorrow, and I'm terrified.
Well, I mean, it's not an audition.
But it's also not an audition.
Oh God. And 18 rings. That's about what I tend to win from the lottery. I actually have to check. One of the lottery drawings was $500 million. Like, maybe I should buy a ticket. Hope that I win the lottery and can give up this life of crime.
I'm so excited about my little bar. Sorry, I have the Be Gay Do Crime sticker on. I'm going to put a little shelf in it for some of like the shorter bottles and for my shot glasses and stuff. And I need batteries so that I have lights. But
Oop.
which is actually part of the reason why my grocery order was so big. Was I needed it.
I actually do not need to order batteries for the first time in a while. Because I bought a like a 120 pack of AA's and an 80 pack of AAA's.
Yeah. No, between the lights on that little doodly and my music responsive lights, the batteries are done.
No sir, can't have it. You know, I didn't like pinball growing up. I have an appreciation for it now that I'm more of an adult.
We need to go back to box.
We do.
I'd say I'd try to have my birthday there again, but that didn't go well.
I mean, it didn't go badly.
It didn't go bad, but, you know.
if we need to, you know, provide some, chauffeuring.
I was gonna say, this carpool,
Because part of it is, you know, downtown Durham parking does suck.
it's terrible.
Like, that's the thing. Amber keeps asking me, like, you live so close to downtown, why don't you do all of this stuff? It's because parking is atrocious. Oh, it's not that bad. Yes. Yes, it is. We do things on, like, a Sunday, and it's not terrible, but, like...
I have lucked out so far that, like, everything I've gone to at Carolina Theater, it's been after the hours which they charge, and it's almost always like a third full. I don't expect that to be the case forever, though.
Yeah, no. Mega Millions is $500 million if nobody hit. Yeah, I buy 100 pack of AA's for $25, depending on how much I use my controllers. So most of my controllers are rechargeable, but I've got my salt and pepper grinder are electric, and they take like 6 batteries.
Good Lord.
Like, those are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I know part of it, it's like, it's got a little light on it. Why the fuck does it have a little light on it, for one? What engineer said, you know what this pepper grinder needs? It's a fucking blue light.
Yeah, we need to make it like a cop light bar.
You know what everything needs? RGB.
That was the other thing. My milk frother. I was like, I know there was another something.
However, saying the phrase, my milk frother needs batteries, sounds vaguely threatening. I don't know why, but it kind of does.
You know...
I love the weather chicken. It's Sammy the weather chicken, 650 degrees.
Oh man, when it tagged me on a Tumblr post as a video of 3 people dressed as chicken.
Yes, yes.
You saw it?
Yeah.
I
She's like, what is happening here? And I'm like,
I don't know, but it makes me very happy. Yeah. But ever since then, I've had that I regret nothing disco chicken,
Yeah.
like just playing in my head all the time.
I will say this was one of my least favorite songs. So why did Christian Whitehead have to have it? No one wants to go to Flying Battery Zone. No one wants to get into the giant ring. There's a giant ring up there. People want to know. Like, hey, you know what's fun? Monkey bars.
They used to be. I had so much fun on the monkey bars.
You know, I never really cared so much about the monkey bars. Like, they're not really my thing. Oh no, my giant, oh god, my little rings!
Fire bad. Cock
Okay.
ring good.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, I
had a whole conversation with someone about cock rings. And I'm like, let's have a conversation about conquering. Like, what do you want?
Yeah, just do the damn thing.
Because, like, the initial comment was, like, why do guys wear them? It's like, well, there's some guys wear them because they've got blood flow issues, you know. Fuck. How was it described? Fuck. It was hilarious. Because I was talking to Amber about it afterwards, and, like, mentioned it, like, it was one of those, it doesn't grow on trees kind of conversations, but about the peanut, and it's like inflating, literally. And it's like, well, technically it does inflate. I'm like, that was the joke, and I don't fucking remember how it was phrased. And it's right there in the back of my mind, because it's one of those, God damn, that was clever. But my fucking human brain can't remember it. Why can't I be a robot?
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I've had more conversations about dick piercing.
The only conversation I've had about dick piercings is Phil kept trying to convince me to get a friend number. And I'm like, I just can't. I don't like the idea of a needle that big going through something so soft and squishy. Like a soft, squishy thing that I'm a fan of.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised.
Well, it's like someone was saying, it's like, well, what do you feel about pierced nipples? It's like, I don't care. I'm not gonna get mine pierced, mostly because I don't really care about my nipples. But like, if you've got, nice nipples, go for it. Plus, there's 2 of them. You don't have to get both of them here. You could just get one, and it's still just as sexy. I don't have 2 penises. I'm not an echidna. I don't have multiple penises. I can't just, play it fast and loose. Play it fast and loose with the piercing.
I mean, I know someone who does, or did. I don't know that there's room for any more piercing.
Come on, yeah, get on the thing. There you go. Bye, Knuckles. Look at those little speedy legs go. April Steven, hello. Welcome.
Hi.
So I've been writing a Sonic the Hedgehog Star Wars crossover for the past 10 months, and it's almost done. That sounds like an acid trip pen, and I would love to read it. Can Darth Vader choke something he can't catch? How would Tails and Yoda interact? That'd actually be fucking awesome.
I saw something about Lord recently. And I'm generally speaking not a fan of choking, of anybody choking. It's just been bad news. But that came to my
There's a bit that goes around quite often. Vader force choking a stormtrooper, and the stormtrooper goes, "Harder, Daddy." What? What?
Yeah. That one cracks me up.
See, look at those legs. Cannot support a human of any stature. Those are.
That is. He skipped leg day, like every leg day ever.
Yeah. I forgot I had the electric balance, so I can kill this thing without having to get squished upwards. It is surprisingly not. With Sonic, it could go either way. Actually, I think that's part of the problem with a lot of the 3D Sonic games. Like, you got Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. You've got Shadow the Hedgehog. The ones that try to get a little too serious and a little too, like, this is, dark reality. I think that, that's...
Yeah. Sonic has always been too silly for that.
Well, so there was one version of Sonic that it was one of the cartoons where Sonic is basically an eco-terrorist, and it's all about preserving nature, and it's very hippie for its time, very good, but also a little dark because instead of robots being powered by innocent little creatures, Robotnik captures creatures and turns them into robots.
Oh.
Which is a little darker. And, I get it. That's
and it's very dollhouse.
Yeah. But even that, it didn't take itself too seriously. It had serious moments, but it wasn't like, we are going to just, abandon humor for the fun.
Yeah.
Rowan, what are you doing? I hear you back there.
Homie. What's up?
And I just fell to my death.
Hey. Come here. Come on, buddy.
Yes, I hear you purring.
Come on, buddy. Hey. Why don't you come up here? Hey, baby.
Rowan, boy.
Hi.
What are you doing, son? You being silly? Yes, that is an emphatic yes.
Always.
When are you not being silly? There's a TikTok, whatever the hell it is. I've seen it all over the place, but the voiceover of like a girl is very quiet, like kind of raspy, but childlike voice, like, "You are beautiful and capable of great things, including murder.
Yes.
But don't do that unless it's absolutely necessary."
That actually came back around. I saw that the other day, which is part of the reason why I think that short with the dog.
Oh, yeah.
I'm such a pretty princess, such a girly girl, and you would never know that I still am. Very well, such
I was talking a little bit like, where did that meme come from? that was everywhere for like a solid week. Like, I just could not escape it, and it just fucking fell off the face of the planet. Oh, well. Shelf life of memes.
I did see one that was posted in one of the neurodivergent groups on Facebook that managed to combine that with toilets. His name was Skibbity Demure or Demure Skibbity. I can't remember how they, but either way, it was just like.
So demure. So toilet.
I heard somebody call demure slang. I was like, I mean, in this case, yeah, I guess. It is in fact a word. It has been for a very long time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, hey, yeah, this is... Like, do you not know the English language?
It's like some people aren't getting ready for the SATs and shows. No SAT vocabulary worksheets for you.
I hate the boss. I hate him so much. Because I gotta knock him into the spikes, and I can't get knocking around him. And then...
When you do...
He gets too high up. Because I gotta hit that giant bulbous ass of his. And then I just die. I hate the boss so much. Yeah, just fucking kill me.
Why won't you just let me die?
There we go.
Just slapping its own ass. Look at this clap.
Oh, come. Alright, let's try that again. I hate that boss so much. Actually, let's go. We'll go to this one. Can I go? Oh, I can't go to other levels in that one. Damn it. I was like, can I just skip flying battery? But yeah, I really am disappointed that this game is not going to get a sequel. Like, they should have greenlit one well before now. What manga?
What manga?
Oh, I was like, are we? Did I miss some? I'm all for butt fuck. Move 80s. No, that is not. That is definitely not how you wanna.
I don't know. It might be just awkward enough to work on something.
I mean, I can't say I've never done that. I have totally done butt bongos on.
I mean, yeah.
So, like, yeah, that's. Like, it was also a joke, but with breasts in Wild Wild West with Will Smith.
Oh, that fucking movie. I need to rewatch it.
I
been a long
rewatched it the other day, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot. This movie had so much potential, and then it just
out its own hands.
Well, I remember watching, there was a clip of Kevin Smith talking about how he was originally set to write for the Superman movie starring Nick Cage. Like, he was going to be on it, or direct it. I don't remember if it was writing or directing.
Terrible casting.
But either the writer or director, whichever one that Kevin Smith wasn't, was like, there are 3 things that have to happen in this movie. 1, Superman cannot fly. He cannot wear the suit. He cannot wear the S. And the climax of the movie has to be him versus a giant spider. And I'm, like, the first 2, I'm not 100% sure if those were the like, it was, like, just kind of weird, batshit crazy. Like, you don't want this in a Superman movie of all, like. But the last one being, you have to have Superman versus a giant spider. And Kevin Smith's like, I gotta walk away from this project. And like, the project obviously fell apart because we never got Nick Cage's Superman. And
Thank goodness, because why?
And then he's like, and, you know, 2 years later, the same writer, director, did Wild Wild West. And he's like, he's watching, Kevin Smith's like, I'm watching the movie, and I'm like, this is really, and then it gets to the end of the movie, and I'm like, holy shit, where have I, the scene, where have I, them versus a giant fucking spider. He took, I don't know what's with that creative, but like, they had a vision.
I mean,
for
Joss Whedon had a you know, abusing female actors and feet.
Quentin Tarantino has a foot thing too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's abusive toward the actors, but he's got a foot thing too. But Joss Whedon's got the foot thing and the abuse. So
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy's like, I have a vision about people versus a giant spider that I will get onto the big screen. And here we are.
Yeah.
We were left with Wild Wild West.
Well,
I mean,
I rocked out to it a lot in high school.
yeah. I was like, who didn't rock out to that song? Like, and like the thing is, like, I'm a white nerd, so like I knew the original show. And I'm like, okay, this is nothing like the show. Like, you've got the names of things, like the names of the characters, the names of the train, like things like that. It's like there's no other resemblance to that. And like I remember Dad was a little salty about it. It's like Dad grew up on the show. I'm gonna go a different direction. Ooh. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere.
I'm a driver. I'm a winner. Things are gonna change. I feel it.
Fuck, what is that? What song? That's a Loser. Yes. Sorry, so Livid and I watched Poker Face, which is a show about some.
Oh, yeah.
And Natasha Lyonne, she has like a built-in lie detector, and she can just tell when people are bullshitting her. And she gets involved in some shady shit because she used to play poker, and she used to like read poker players and know when they were lying, kind of deal. And then she got banned from a casino, and then ended up working for the casino, and then there was some shady shit involved in the casino and her son. There's a death involved, and it gets very fucking complicated. And the other agent from Miss Congeniality, the the male agent who falls in love with
Benjamin Bratt.
he plays one of the bad guys, and he is tasked with hunting her down. And, you know, one of the episodes he finally catches her, and he's taking her back, and in the car, he starts monologuing, but it's the weirdest monologue, because parts of it rhyme, and it's like, he is spoken word saying bits from Hook by Blues Traveler.
Yeah.
And like, he's sitting there saying it, I'm like, why does this shit sound familiar? And it's when he gets to
Because
the...
it's all you heard for about a year and a half when you were in middle school.
And like, it didn't, like, I had to look it up, but it was like, because it was, when he got to the point where I want to burn all of your cities to the ground, I'm like, where have I heard, it's fucking Hooked by Blues Traveler. Oh, and like, I just, yeah. Hey, I'm getting
I think I ended up, for some reason, I just, out of not checking things to be sure, I have a harmonica.
Yeah, I feel like you do. I feel like we've had a conversation about Blues Traveler before and that coming up.
Yeah, it was when Lucian and Amanda went to that music festival that I couldn't go to because my stepdad died. I had tickets and everything because I wanted to see Stone Temple Pilots so bad. Although I got to earlier this week, but it was Winchester.
Yeah.
The new lead singer is, he's good. It's fine. Like, he's no Scott Weiland or Chester Bennington, but like, nobody is.
Yeah.
So that's like a ridiculous standard to.
Yeah, I'm so sad that Chester Bennington's gone.
Yeah.
Like, that's just sad and disappointing all at the same time. And I'm really hoping one of these days they produce new music again.
Yeah.
I know for a while there were a whole bunch of rumors about people joining Linkin Park as the new lead singer, and one of them that I was like super fucking excited about was Amy Lee. I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
That is yes for me. Please make this happen. And then she was on a podcast. She was like, no, I haven't been asked, but like if they asked me to, I'd gladly do it. Like, she's like, we're from that same era and style of music. Like we came up with this. Like, yeah, you did. That's why I'd be super fucking excited about this.
Courtney would want it also be. Yeah, those are the cat. I've been enjoying Spirit Box so much. The EP they put out in the spring is What's up, Baradon?
Welcome. I was talking about you the other day about something, and now I don't remember what it was. I actually think I do remember what it was, but not something I should probably talk about on stream. It was about a thing when we were kids, and like, there was a time that you brought a friend to West Virginia with us, and my grandfather thought that you two were dating and got mad at Pat for hitting on her. It was fucking weird. But, you know, I don't fucking remember what happened last week, let alone... At this point, it was like, 30 years ago, close. Maybe, probably not quite, but oh god. Oh, well.
I don't want to hear it.
I mean, you're gonna. You're only a hair older than I am.
Well, I have my meaning of life birthday this year. In a month.
The fuck just... okay, that was a thing. Just fucking
Sure.
fall into the ether. As Ken said, watch for falling off armadillos.
I was disappointed. I missed all of Soul Asylum stuff. So I went to the concert when it was scheduled, and then it was canceled due to severe weather. But I basically sat in the parking garage waiting for them to make that call for 2 hours. But it was rescheduled for the next day, but I had therapy. So at 5, and the show started at 6, so I missed all of the opening band and Soul Asylum, which is a bummer. But Cass and Parker are going to see them in a few months, so I'm sure I will get videos taunting me. Soul Asylum somehow.
There we go. Fuck you and your giant spidery ass. Oh god, overshot.
Apparently Live has a new single, which is amazing. The new Elevation album is out. And I'm in love with Banging Head. It's not banging butts, but
It's not banging butts. It's not bongo butts.
it's not bongo butts. Concerts are therapy, and that's part of why I go there. It's also like my version of going to church, despite actually going to church. I believe in church. I believe in music, which is why I'm there. But yeah, I've always described them as being my version of
There you go. Also, how tall is this corridor?
honestly. Somebody done bought their Stairway to Heaven.
Well, I mean,
It's more of
Robotnik,
an elevator, but
Robotnik did build a giant Death Star with his face on it. What I'm mad about is that it's called the Death Egg Zone, but it's a sphere. It's not egg-shaped. I feel like that's a missed opportunity.
I mean, I guess there are some rounder eggs. It'd probably be like an ostrich egg or something, but yeah, I think the more recognizable chicken egg would have been funnier. Oh damn it, that's what I forgot to get.
Fun, fresh egg. I do love these guys. We're gonna play catch with a saw blade. Catch. Look at my googly eyes. Catch.
I mean, They should perform at Burning Man.
They're opening for Blue Man Group.
Oh man, I would love to see another Blue Man Group show. That was fun.
I've actually never seen them. Phil saw them and was like, it's great. And like, you also went to Las Vegas to see them, you know, in the early 2000s.
I saw them in Louisville in 2012. So it was the touring version of the group in Louisville. And we're resubmitting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe the quality has dropped off since then, but for whatever it's worth.
I mean, I can't say there's anything that I've really wanted to go see show-wise. Like, I got notification that Lewis Black's doing his final tour, and he's going to be at DPAC. I'm like, yes, I'd love that, but I feel like DPAC tickets are not cheap.
Yeah, no.
But like the last time we saw him was great, but it was just like you could tell he's getting old and getting kind of tired of it. Like,
yeah.
And I get it. I too
mean,
am tired of this existence.
For real.
Where are you going?
Not a of
0 out of 10. Would not recommend.
this.
Oh, I wanted to crawl up the wall. That's the one thing Knuckles has going for him.
Well, then eat yourself.
That, I mean...
Eat yourself.
I keep getting emails, and I'm like, who is emailing me? I also keep getting spam texts from various political organizations.
Yeah.
And the best part is it's not even addressed to me, it's addressed to several other people, and I'm like...
Yeah, no, this time around they are all addressed to me, along with the emails. I sat down and subscribed to a shitload of them today. So tired of you clogging up my inbox and trying to guilt trip me into sending you money that I don't have.
Yeah, I got no money to send to you. You make more in a month than I make in several years.
Yeah. So,
I don't think I'm going the right way. I hate this level for it.
I made sure this time around to set my availability for working early elections, or early voting, to have Thursdays off for therapy and Wednesdays off for the live stream. And Halloween.
Saw him in college, and half of it was him yelling at us not letting. I mean, yeah, when we saw him last, he was basically reading excerpts from local newspapers, and he's from this area. Like, he went to Chapel Hill. I don't think he went to Chapel Hill, but I know he worked at Chapel Hill at one point.
I think he went
to
for
Chapel?
a while.
But, like, so he's familiar with the area, and he just read, like, the most, like, I actually kind of curious what he'd say about Mark Robinson.
A
Like,
lot of things.
Yeah. Phil sent me an article that was a guy who used to work at a porn store, as well as several former patrons of that porn store, stating how Mark Robinson used to be a regular, and he would both sell and steal bootleg porn. And I'm like, the more I hear about this man, I can't think that he gets any crazier. And yet he does.
Yeah.
And what gets me is he's still a strong contender in this race. Why? Why are the crazy people so strong? This is water for all intents. It's not vodka.
It's not vodka.
There's you've seen Youth Pastor Ryan.
Oh yeah.
A guy who does the, hey buddy, what do you make? And it's usually a company that was founded well before World War I or II, and talks about how they started off great and then the war came and they started doing really questionable, unspeakable things.
Looking at you, Swarovski.
Yeah, his video on Swarovski was great, but it was like, hey, History Channel, you doing okay there, buddy?
He was so good.
And he's just like, he plays it, he's a guy just sitting there drinking. He's like, I used to have all this educational programming, and now I'm owned by 50% Disney and 50%, I forget what media group, but it's like, oh yeah, the media group funded by the guy who started Yellow Journalism, which, as he describes, is less facts, more fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, now it's just all reality TV.
Wait.
Disney could have stopped it if they wanted to, but they didn't.
Tell me that's water.
Yeah, he starts
It's
drinking out of a...
fermented potato juice. Are you gonna say something?
You're going to ask me to be like the Discovery Channel and tell you how it's made? Like, oh my God.
God, he's got the sass down. Like, I just... Yeah.
So much sass.
My feed is largely Zach Speaks Giant, Youth Pastor Ryan, Anthony Vincent, and Game Changer clips. Like,
How do we stuck with Knuckles? The one character who can't jump for shit in a Sonic. Give me back the ring! Oh, fuck. Well, that's the end of that.
yeah. Which is just ridiculous, because it's not reality.
It's all horribly scripted. Rowan, come here. What are you doing? Like, reality TV was such a bullshit misnomer. Like,
And I miss when, like, the only really reality TV was, MTV.
The Real World?
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. I don't know
What
why I
happens
couldn't
when
pull
we
that up.
pick 7 strangers to live in a house?
I mean, scripted, but less so than anything now.
Well, not as much scripted.
It's
Like-
situationally controlled.
Yeah. Because, like, that was before they're like, we could just script this shit.
Yeah.
But it was like, hey, you know what'd be great? Is if we piss these 2 people off and see what happens. Or what if we encourage these 2 people to hook up?
Yeah.
You know. So it was marginally more real, but still manufactured. But yeah, I never really got into a lot of reality TV. Like, I never got into, like, American Idol or any of the competition type shows. I guess the closest thing to reality TV is like the Great British Bake Off. I don't think you can count that as reality TV.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's just this very specific type.
It's a very narrow band of reality.
It's like similar to Nailed It, but like a few degrees more proper.
Yes. I can handle Nailed It. That's got some good bits to it.
I did find Is It Cake funny.
Okay, my best part about Is It Cake is they're like Johnny Knoxville. There's a bit that goes around. Johnny Knoxville was hosting a show, and he was doing it with a woman who has done the Is It Cake, and they've done a podcast together before, but this was another show, and it's like a talk show type situation.
Yeah.
So he stands up and welcomes her. He's like, have a seat. And she sits down. And she's like, bitch, is this cake? And he's like, no. And he reaches over and goes, oh my God, it is cake. And he's like, there were no plans to prank you. I was not clued in on this. I have no idea who did this. Like, they made the chair that she sat as it was cake. But it was just the best part. It was like, just watching her reaction. Bitch, is this cake?
Yeah, especially, I mean, they could afford to.
Yeah, Nailed It was great, and then a shame they weren't paying the crew. Like, that was the thing. Like, I don't think they had a ton of money. Because they, like, you could tell their budget was not...
Yeah.
Like...
But also, Netflix has money.
Yeah, that's the thing. Netflix has money, and, the crew should have been paid, a union salary. As I look at the camera, I'm just like, unionize.
As I look at you, unionize.
Unionize. I go from unionize to...
Collective bargaining is the shit.
I keep going from unionize to specialize, and then that's my brand.
Oh. So, I finally returned a phone call that I got on Saturday. So, I asked...
You and eyes? Are you coming on to me? Not hearing a no.
Ladies. I asked Dr. Lou to switch me to the new, the whole prescription to the new contacts because I liked them better, and they ordered samples, and they're still sitting there because I totally forgot about them. And so I get this phone call that's like, so we still have these and we can't use them. So let me know if you want them because otherwise I have to send them back to the manufacturer. And I was like, I will be there on Friday.
I forgot completely about that. I'm sorry.
My brand.
They can't have my brand. I have Specialized. Look with your Specialized. My brand! And with that, the stream, we're about done with the stream. We gotta end on my brand.
Collective bargaining is actually really awesome.
Yeah.
That it may be a little pointed.
Pointed?
At the moment.
Pointed. But yeah, unionize. Go for it.
Yeah, do it. Do the thing.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in to the stream. This has been a weird one. Like we've been kind of all over the place. But thank you for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed it. In the Discord, we're gonna post information about the book that Jess was published in. So go check that out and be sure to give Jess a golf clap. I've got Unicorn Overload going up during the week, so there should be more of that. I have like 20 episodes recorded that I need to edit, and so like I've got a fantastic backlog. I just gotta actually edit shit. But that should go up throughout the week, except for Wednesdays, because that's when we stream. Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern, same hat time, same hat channel. Yeah, I didn't identify with Chip from Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers at all. I didn't have a leather jacket all throughout high school. No. Actually, my leather jacket was not like Indiana Jones or Chip's. I did have one for a while it was more of a flight jacket because it had the fur, so similar to his. But yeah, I was, Michelle's parents still to this day refer to me as Leather Jacket Chris. There weren't a lot of Chris's in our group of friends. I mean, there was me and
Chris
Cook, but you know, that was it. But I was always Stallings or apparently Leather Jacket Chris. So here we are. The things that follow me for the rest of my life. But yeah, so stay tuned. Check that out. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves.
Wash your hands, wear a mask, get updated booster.
Eat your vegetables. Or a vitamin supplement, you know, whichever. You know, just make sure you get plenty of iron in your diet.
Yeah.
You gotta stave off the anemia.
Yeah, you don't pull a James Blunt. Just don't do it.
Yeah. And vitamin C. We don't want you catching scurvy.
Yeah.
So, but take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next week. So.
Yeah. Get some sleep. Drink some water. Take your meds.